Hello, my dears, and welcome. It's a lovely rainy day where I am. I'm loving that. I don't know if you can tell, but I got some new lights going on today. So all of my videos are timeless. Whenever they find you is when they're meant to find you, including this one. But I will say that the 8/8 portal is peaking tomorrow as we speak, today. And that's very exciting because it's one of my favorite times spiritually of the year. It's always very powerful. Yeah, so today is our 8/8 portal reading. But again, if you've found this and it resonated with you in some way, and it is not the time of the 8/8 portal any longer, or maybe it'll find you next year, wow, then that is when it was meant to find you, and hopefully there will be something in here that resonates with you. We're loving it. It's rainy. I love the rain. And we're gonna do a little something different today. I'm gonna incorporate my Earth Alchemy Oracle deck into this reading. I'm just feeling spicy. You know, it's Leo season. I got my nails. I can't stop staring at my nails. Like, come on. We get the pink light in there. Let's go. So I have a Leo midheaven, and it just really, Leo season just does it for me, you know? Every year it just feels like August is really special. And this year is no exception, and I'm hoping you're feeling the same. So I'm going to incorporate my Earth Alchemy Oracle deck, which, like, does this not look like it was made to be read in this chair with these lights? Like, what? So this deck is so special to me. I bought it 2 years ago, the last time I was living here. And when I opened this deck for the first time, I began to cry because these cards are so special and they're so spiritual and high vibe. Every time I read the meanings, like, it just really pulls something out of me and makes me feel connected to nature. All these cards are plants paired with crystals, and we just love that. So I'm going to incorporate these cards into this reading in a way that I haven't before. The 8/8 portal is an extremely special time every year. I'm not equipped to talk in a lot of detail about it because I am not an astrologer, at least yet, and there's a lot of really good content about it out there. It has something to do with the star Sirius, and it's just a very spiritual time. The veil is very thin right now. I feel it, and it's a great time for manifesting. And sometimes for me, like, around the 8/8 portal, things will just fall into place, like, without much effort. And really, when you think about it, that's how life should be. Like, life should not be constant struggle and difficulty and hard work and, like, pushing all the time. So, like, the ease with which manifestation happens around this time, the ease with which spiritual upgrades and, like, downloads happen at this time is really amazing. And the portal is open until August 12th. So if you want to harness that energy, I encourage you to study more about it and do some rituals and set some intentions, and maybe even do some thinking and writing about what you want to manifest during this time, because it's extremely powerful. So yeah, for somebody, a really divine connection is coming in after a long time of work on yourself. Like, maybe you're somebody who has had a lot of bad luck in past relationships, which really, if we're being honest with ourselves, that is a manifestation of our own inner reality. I know for me, everything that was unhealed in me in the past has attracted the people that I brought into my life romantically, friends, what have you. And our whole outer experience is a reflection of our inner world. So anything that you're unhappy with in your outer reality, we have to reclaim that power, take our power back, have the acceptance and the humility to realize that our outer world is a reflection of our inner self. That's why narcissists are so vile to us, is because they have no self-awareness and they have no realization of the part that they play in anything in their life. So we have to realize that we play a part in everything that we see manifesting before us. Of course, outside of the realms of like somebody abusing you, you did nothing to attract that. You did nothing to deserve that. So let me just put that out there right now. If something horrible was done to you, you did not manifest that. You did not deserve that or attract that. So let's just put that disclaimer on there. But like, generally, I mean, the jobs that we attract, the friends that we attract, the lovers that we attract, the people that we accept being around us, the career paths that we take, that is all a reflection of our inner self and our inner life. So like, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed with the Seven of Pentacles. So like, this is you stepping into your power and like tending to your garden, in that working on your internal abundance is now starting to manifest in your physical reality. Because we also have the Page of Cups. So this is you beginning a new cycle in your emotional life, brought on by the beautiful journey of inner work that you've been on. This is you attracting divine unions into your life as a reflection of the inner union that you've achieved. We have Gold and Apple. Look at this card. Wow. Don't you just want to frolic in that garden? Ha ha ha. Eat that golden apple. So this is Gold and Apple rewriting, Queen Codes, herstory. Let's go, RuPaul's Drag Race. Healing distortion. So yeah, you're healing the distortion around this feels extremely epic. Like this 8/8 portal time is going to be a before and after marker for you. Like, you know how they say we have those events in life that separate your life into before and after, like marriage or having kids, or, you know, a car accident or a loved one dying, that sets forth a whole series of events in your life. This is a time for you that is one of those markers, and it might not be anything external that people can see, that you can make a photo album about, that is a physical 3D world event happening, like a marriage or having kids or anything. This is the type of before and after moment that nobody else can really see but you, because you can, or feel it. This is your history in action. So like, you are rewriting the story of your life right now. Something extremely epic is happening around this time for you. Nobody else has to know about it. Nobody else has to see it. You are healing the patterns of your entire life. This is a time that you're going to look back on and say, wow, I was never the same person. This is the vibe of like, you've dedicated your entire life to something that you thought was your purpose on this earth. And all of these big decisions that you've ever made in your life has been towards this one purpose. And now you're starting to realize that you are here for a different purpose. And it's no regrets. My light has turned off. Ooh. Do we want to keep this? I'm just gonna roll with it. It's no regrets. It's like, okay, God sent me to this earth to do this for the first 30-something years of my life, and now I'm being called to this, and the call is undeniable. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my blood. I'm being pulled to a different course, and that old version of you is gone. Like, there's pretty much nothing of the old you that you're going to be walking into this new chapter with. This is epic. It's like, this isn't just a chapter in your memoirs. This isn't just a chapter in the story of your life. This is a whole other book. So you've lived your life on one trajectory, and perhaps you're realizing that even though that trajectory felt so right, that calling felt so right, and it pulled you through and pulled you towards all of these huge life decisions in the past, but now you're starting to realize that perhaps this life purpose that you've dedicated so much of your life to was precipitated by trauma or unhealthy influences. Like, for instance, maybe mosquitoes. You have dedicated your whole life to being a nurse because that's what everyone in your family wanted you to do. And that was just the track that you were on, and it felt so right, and you were getting the reward of people being proud of you. And now you're starting to realize that you have dedicated your whole life to this career and this path and this purpose that other people wanted for you. And you can't deny the call in your soul anymore. Maybe it's been peeking in and creeping in, and you're getting burnt out, and you're wondering why this thing that you've invested so much time and so much money and so many big decisions into isn't giving you the juice that it used to. And it's because that is not your calling anymore. Maybe it's what got you through the first however many years, but you're realizing, oh, maybe, for example, I want to just put in my letter of resignation, go buck wild, and open a yoga studio. And when you think about that, your heart lights up, and you get excited, and you feel peaceful, and like, this is an epic moment for you, and I'm proud of you, because that is not an easy thing to do. When you've built your entire life and your entire adult years and your whole personality on a certain track, especially, it can be very seductive when we're getting good jobs and accolades from the people in our lives that matter to us. And now you're being called to take that leap of faith and walk into this new chapter that is going to bring you divine unions, both within and without, as within, so without. A new phase of your emotional life. Abundance from the gods, because it's based in what is actually true to you, and it's what's actually going to be filling you up, and it's your divine purpose, because you're doing it for you. And you have this calling because God put these ideas in your head and your heart for a reason. And just think of how liberated you're going to be when you start to step onto that path and make those moves. But it's going to take a lot of bravery, and it's going to take a lot of faith, because you've become very comfortable in this one way of doing things. And people, like person after person after person, might tell you you're fucking crazy. But what matters is that you're doing what you are called to do. So keep that faith. Don't let anything shake you. Don't let people sway you out of this. Expansion. I'm going to turn this light back on because you can see the cards better. Bluetooth mode. Yeah, I know it's Bluetooth mode. I hear you. Also, I just love this light, and it's so fabulous. I literally, 2 years ago when I got this deck, I bought a golden Libyan tektite because I pulled this card at one point, and it was so magical, and I felt so connected to ancient Egypt. Like, look at that. Expansion. Galactivations. That's a word. Initiation, ancient Egypt. So like literally initiation. You are being initiated into a new path in your life that is supported by God, supported by your ancestors. Maybe you have ancestors in ancient Egypt that are all lining up to clap for you on this path. Galactivations. You are receiving this calling from the highest level, and it's activating your spiritual DNA. It's calling you to the highest version of yourself, which is activating things in your life that you cannot fathom at this point. 1818 when I look down. So 9 is the number of wish fulfillment as well. So 1818 is 99. Let's fucking go. So you will start to experience abundance on this new path that you have never even imagined. The people that will come into your life in this new phase are going to make you cry tears of joy. These are types of people that are going to cry tears of joy when they talk about you. These are experiences that you're walking into that you never thought could be possible for you. Like, when you get discouraged or scared as you're taking this leap of faith, keep that in mind. Ground yourself in the fact that you are being called by the highest forces in the universe to make this move. Crazy Lace, Agate, and Sunflower. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Play. More fun, jokes, and laughter, please. Like, so this calls to mind, like, inner child work. So sit with your inner child. Remind them that it's okay. This is a lot. So this has a lot to do with the first path, where it's like, your inner child was so grasped to this first path that you took in life because maybe you know, we'll go away from the nurse example. Maybe you have always wanted to be famous, and through spiritual work, you realized that you wanted to be famous your whole life, and you made all these decisions in order to be famous because you never received the love and affection and attention and recognition that you needed in childhood. So the way that your mind concocted to assuage that is to try to get the love and adoration and recognition of as many people as possible. And now you're starting to do this inner child work and unravel all these things and be like, holy shit, I've literally dedicated my life just to trying to get love. And that juice and that activation that you used to get from pursuing fame and all those things is starting to fall flat. It's starting to not matter to you anymore. You're being called to other things. You're realizing that you're surrounding yourself with people in the entertainment industry that don't give a shit about you. You're starting to realize that, okay, maybe like, you know, I'm meant to perform, but I'm okay doing it on a local level, on a smaller level, because it's just something that makes me happy. I don't need to dedicate my life to pursuing fame anymore because I'm starting to have all the love and recognition that I've ever needed within me, which is attracting outer people who love and recognize you for exactly who you are, not what you can do for them, not for your sexy body, not for the way you perform, not for the, you know, exposure and the clout that you can give them. You're attracting people who really matter to you and you really matter to them, and all the stuff that used to matter to you, like clout and fame and all this stuff. This is just an example. It just doesn't hit the same anymore. And you're like, holy shit, I've dedicated my whole entire life to this one path, and it's all just because I needed love. So sit with your inner child, play, have some fun. Like, all of this stuff can feel really heavy as we're walking into these big epic new changes and phases of our lives, but take a nice Epsom salt bath and put a Mitch Hedberg special on. Go to a comedy show, laugh. Surround yourself with people who say positive things. Ignore people who come into work every day and say, it's raining, I'm so miserable, I hate this, I can't wait till this day's over. Surround yourself with the people who say, wow, I love rain, this is so chill, I'm so grateful that I just got paid to chill all day because it's raining. Like, these are just examples that I'm totally making up and didn't just happen today. We have the 10 of Wands reversed. So, like, drop the rock, baby. Allow yourself to enjoy life. We are so conditioned to work and feel like we need to grind all the time and everything needs to be so serious, and it's like, honey, do you see what's going on in the world these days? We better have some fun. We better laugh. Like, you got to take care of yourself, treat yourself, have some ice cream for breakfast. Like, there are no rules in this world, there are no laws. Go, you know, sit in your yard at 3:30 in the morning and drink some coffee and write poetry. Like, do something weird. Especially as you're transitioning into this new phase of your life. Lean into that freedom that you're being given. Wow. And this is the card that I was called to read last, and it's Anandalite and Lemon Balm, integrating energies, awakening, transitioning. Awakening, transitioning. I love tarot. It just really does it for me. Ah, look how peaceful that scenery is. I just am so obsessed with this deck. Shout out to Katie Jane Wright. Illustrations by Nikki Strange. Like, obsession. I am obsession. I can't even deal with it. Integrating energies. You're going to have to integrate what you're walking through right now. When you have a psychedelic experience, you have to integrate the experience into your life and all the healing that you've downloaded and all the new information that you've downloaded, right? Anything can be a psychedelic experience. Psychedelic means mind manifesting, mind expanding. So like, it's not just a psilocybin trip. It's reading an incredible new book is a psychedelic experience. Transitioning from one life purpose to the next is a psychedelic experience. It's mind expanding. It's creating your mind. It's bringing so much new energy into your life and into your vessel that you are going to have to go through an integration period, to go through a period of where you're allowing yourself to play, where you're allowing yourself to be fascinated by this new chapter, where you're allowing yourself to be open and filled with wonder of like, holy shit, who am I now? Don't let that be a daunting, scary experience. Let that be a beautiful experience of creation and play and joy, and like, you have the world at your fingertips. I'm reminded of like, when you have nothing to lose. You are effectively, and this might sound like a negative connotation, but it's not. It's like you're effectively demolishing your old life so that you can build from a fresh start. What an amazing opportunity to do exactly what you want to do with this next phase of your life. How exciting. So go through that integration period, allow yourself to play, allow yourself to have fun with this new chapter. You are going through a massive awakening. Allow yourself that time to transition. Be soft with yourself. Be soft with your inner child. Sit with your inner child and say, honey, I'm here for you. No matter who thinks I'm nuts, it doesn't matter. Those people are going to fall away and you're never going to think about them again. The people that you are going to start attracting into your life are going to feel so good because they're going to be attracted to the genuine, authentic version of you. Wow. What an amazing time. If you resonated with this, please leave a comment below. Hit that like, smash that like, please, because it really helps me. And yeah, if you resonate with my vibe, please subscribe. Didn't mean that to rhyme, but damn, I think I just unwittingly copied Lunar Eclipse Tarot. Shout out to Kelly. Love her. Thank you to my patrons, Rachel, Mike, and Matt. I love you so much. You can subscribe to my Patreon at the linked pinned comment and description box below. Patrons get lots of delicious gifties. Delicious exclusive gifties for patrons only. Wow. What a beautiful reading. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you next time.